This is a tutorial for your brass monkey from a floor entry. So we'll start from standing and just talk about the position first. So if I face you, that's probably the best way to go about it. So if I'm standing on one side of the pole, I'm going to take the inside arm forwards and then take the pole into my armpit, just like this, and then I lower down. So that's the position you're trying to find in the beginning. And when I am working on this and have taught this in the past, students have found it easier to just start on a rise because it takes less emphasis on the legs, which means you're not using your legs as, like the power in your legs as much, which is a good thing. And it also gives you that little bit of height to swing that foot, okay? So the first exercise that we're going to do together is just swing the inside foot a couple of times, because obviously you're going to eventually kick all the way up and find the pole with the back of your knee. So let's try that together. So stand against the side of the pole, and then the inside arm's going to take a big stretch up, come forward, find the armpit, don't lock it on yet, then lower down just so you can get through those motions. Outside hand comes down, you're in a split grip, and then from there that's when you can take that little bit of rise. So you don't want to be too low, you're just like a tabletop level. So from there, I'm just going to swing that inside leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch sides. So whenever you're training this and you haven't got me talking to you, I want you to always do both sides, just to make sure you don't build up a fear on one side or lack of strength on one side. So let's go with that inside leg again. So on your tiptoes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the next step is to think about your nose going to the pole and your hips going up above your shoulders. So I'll show you what I mean with that. So for there's a slight bend in this arm, and it's like I'm taking my nose over towards the pole. So the next stage would be for you to just jump a couple of times. So forget about the swing, just go up. That's what you need to get used to. You need to start taking your weight into that arm. Oh, well, both arms, sorry. So bend the knees, lift, and then you can just alternate both sides. So this is like your prep. And another one, and then release. So the next stage is to try with that kick up. So basically what you've got to do is find the pole with the back of your knee, and then as soon as you find the back of the knee against the pole, you bend the leg. It's exactly like a front hook. So if you haven't done a front hook before, you should definitely go back to that video and have a look, because it really, really helps when it comes to anything to do with brass monkey. So as soon as you find the pole with the back of your knee, you bend. It's exactly the same upside down. So I'll show you that now. Where are we? So just do it really slow at first, you don't have to rush yourself into it. So on your tiptoes, back of this inside knee is going to go against the pole, and then the other leg follows. So big swing. So you can take it back once first if you want. There. So actually it was a good thing that I didn't quite catch it then, because you will have seen how I adjusted it. So if it doesn't quite go, you can just shift your body a little bit to find it. So that was step 1. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always go well, but it's good for you to see that, because that's what you would see in a real life class. And let's just go the other side. So that inside leg, back of the knee on, bend the leg. Back of the knee on, bend the leg. Can't stress that enough. Nose to the pole. If you keep looking forward, it's going to prevent the rest of the movement from happening. Let me just put some more chalk on. And I suggest you should do the same if you feel sticky. So going from there, on the tiptoes, just exactly like before, big swing. So grab straight away then, so you can see. And then there's your brass monkey. Hands back on, back off. And that's your brass monkey from standing. So do all the preparation work before you go into it, especially if you haven't got a spotter. And yeah, maybe you can start adding it into bigger, longer combos.